Hello!
Hello and welcome to this week's Countdown to Whirl. Not a lot to talk about. I did do some more stuff for episode 4. It's almost done. I just gotta add some last minute stuff there, which is good so I can get 3 out. Hope you guys will like the satisfaction of what you get. And so on and so on. So I'll try a little bit harder next week. It's been a really busy week for me, guys. I apologize. Cue the opening.
Hello!
Hey guys, it's me. Surprise, surprise, we're drawing again tonight. Apologize for this thing. I was going to talk about those leaks for Skeleton Crew, but unfortunately well, Jablonski had to cancel out, and Cruiser is running as usual, so I can't do a stream by myself, so I'm just going to draw for you. Hope you guys are doing fine. Hope you're doing fine. Good stuff. Welcome to the stuff. So I need some ideas to draw. Please send them in the chat. I beg of you. I'm not doing good. In the meantime, I'm going to draw you a pretzel. A very angry looking pretzel. Why a pretzel? I don't know. I just feel like pretzels and I'm hungry. Why not? So what have you guys been up to lately? Please tell me in the comments, because I am bored. It's too big. I always hate petting the lines. It's a strategy. It's called petting the line, people. Something you don't want to kind of avoid when it comes to art. It's a little annoying, I know, but it's really irresistible. It depends on what you're looking at there. So, it's been a long week. I've been doing a lot more training at the Tron ride. Because, you know, my job, I operate stuff, I guess. And, it's been good. I graduated today from my training. I'm really happy with the results. Love working on it, really do. I was gonna come in wearing a Tron light up shirt, but I can't because, you know, nobody's here. And here's your pretzel. There you go. I got you a pretzel. Enjoy said pretzel. It's pretzelicious. You know what I mean. Okay, what to draw here? What to draw? All right. I have to think of something else to draw here. I guess I could do some cool stuff there. No, I've been busy, just busy a lot. Aside from that, been working on my droid, doing all that stuff. It's been wild. It really has been. So talk to me. What are you guys doing? Trying to find something to draw. I don't know. I just gotta figure something out. I don't know. Back to the doodles. use the brush tool because the target's hidden. Please excuse me. Let me fix my brush real quick. Oh, your grandpa has a freaking phone. Guarantee if you go to your grandparents' house, they'll still have the old phone. Definitely will. So what I should do is just draw objects the rest of the night and just see how it plays out. I used to do that a lot back in my days back when I was doing bond drawings. It was an experiment, that's for sure. Because you know, it had a lot of potential there. I can't draw unless I have that song. I can't play it here because of copyright. So yeah, that's one of the worst parts ever. So yeah, I'm not the best artist, so I apologize for that. So what else you guys up to? Nice. I used to have my grandpa. I used to have one of the old school telephones. Really had enough there. You know, the one with the ringer and everything. It was cute. Used to use it all the time. I was jealous because he used to have one in his room. It was something back then. Not like today where you can just literally go down to the store and get your own free cell phone at the dollar store for like 15 bucks or whatever. I don't know. Looks less like a phone and more like a dude. But you know, it's simple stuff. Feet there. Maybe some bunny slippers, why not? He's got a weird like thing going on with his legs, I don't know. Why not? Really good stuff indeed, I guess, if you say so. Because I should put his arms. They're not good. I hate the thing that I got that wrong. Please excuse me. I'm better than that. You ever seen old people have this? It's like this weird thing that helps them hear if they put like a thing on it. I don't know. I did that wrong. Yeah, I did that completely wrong. Please excuse me. It's like one of those little heary doohickeys. I don't know what they're called. It's thank you, Siri. Siri, I didn't need to know that. I didn't need to know that, Siri. Hello there. I have to wait 10 minutes to follow chat to allow me to text. Oh, sorry about that. That Omni rallies. If you know, I want to know what I'm doing. I'm just drawing right now. I'm opening ideas. I'm making inanimate objects right now. In this case, I'm making a phone. So what are you up to? Come to say hi. Come to do stuff. I've been lonely because my hosts are not here and they're late and all that other good stuff. Everything is weird and nuts. And the news, yeah, like I said, you got some promo images for Skeleton Crew, which is like apparently being advertised as Goonies meets Star Wars. I saw the promo images and I can see it, but it feels like more like they're banking on the time period of Stranger Things by doing like some sort of weird period piece or something. And, you know, I think they got something going, I guess. I don't know. Hackalight was just nuts. Making Digimon decks. That's cool. I didn't even know Digimon trading cards still was active. I never played it. I was kind of like I was a Pokemon guy. Please excuse me. Okay, get that done. Trade that there. There you go. Oh yeah, I gotta get his cord. Let me see what I got here. Give him a speech bubble. I gotta give him wrinkly arms because he's an old dude. He's an old dude. Yeah, he is naked. Why not? Fourth encounter of the game, and it's really good at 7. Okay, cool. Over there. Shut up! You kids! I'm the phone. There you go. Enjoy that stuff right there for you. Nice. There you go, old man telephone. A little bit more wrinkles there. Nice. All right, give me, now I should probably draw something else. Give me an inanimate object, please. It has to be an inanimate object. Give me some stuff. Give me some stuff. Give me that sweet, sugary stuff. A stapler. Oh yeah, sure, why not? I'll give you a stapler. One stapler coming right up. Let me see if I can look up there. I got it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can do a stapler easily. Nothing too bad. Too substantial. Yeah, I'm thinking superheroes and everything there. Okay, cool. I'll just do superheroes. Why not? I'll make him a super stapler. Stapling shit like thunder or something. I don't know. So, what else have you been up to? I was telling people earlier that I was recently being trained at the Tron ride at Disney's at Magic Kingdom. Got my graduation, but I'm now officially in the grid. I gotta give the stapler man his fucking large ass back. Oh yeah, Cruiser and Jablonski are gonna be on later to talk about their sultry experience doing so. Because Cruiser only goes for the Disney movies that are I guess good. I don't know. I didn't see it yet. My dad saw it and he said it was one of the most offensively easy, sensible movies I've ever seen. I'm like, so it was a Deadpool movie. Big deal. I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers. Let's get him some good old fashioned superhero tights. I know it looks like a fucking diaper. I'm actually not that good at drawing objects, but I like doing it anyway. Good stuff. But yeah, it was a. I hear good stuff about it. I mean, like it destroyed everything there. It was like the Marvel was crazy at Comic-Con last week. If you guys didn't see our Comic-Con stream. Next week, by the way, will be our D23 stream where we're going to be looking at the Disney's upcoming projects and everything there. Hoping this year will be nothing more than just them going, "Yep." Getting some more Star Wars. Hopefully to get a trailer on Skeleton Crew, which I'm slightly looking forward to, I guess. Oh, did you hear that Game Informer is going to be gone soon? They're going to be publishing their last issue in a couple of weeks. This is gonna be interesting. That's just so sad. Well, that's the thing. Like, I know it's sad to see it go. I can agree on that one. But at the same time, it's like a fact of life. The movie, the friggin' magazine business is just dying, and it's so bad that it is. Really hate the fact that it is, but yeah, that's the case. I mean, if you disagree, I can understand it. So yeah, here you go. Batman is a stapler. It's more like he has a mustache. Please let me just fix that real quick. I was gonna call him Super Stape, but I don't know if it'll work out well. Super Stape. Holt, who goes there?
Me.
Hey, what's up?
Are you live? Because you don't seem like it.
I am live.
All right.
Everybody can hear you. Say hello, everybody.
Hey guys, this is the Concert Cruiser coming to you live from My room.
So I'm drawing random objects,
It looks
and
like you're drawing bat plank.
nope, I'm drawing I'm drawing Batman if he was a stapler.
Just like Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is a stapler. I can't do that voice, please excuse me. Batman's gotta have his cape. Yeah, I'm calling him Batstape. And there you go, you have Batman as a stapler. I was actually gonna call him Super Stape, the Stapler Man. But yeah. Hooray, very good stuff. Very good stuff. So we were just talking about how Game Informer is going to be offline soon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you just hate
Another
it when...
casualty of the internet.
Yep. Magazines, like, magazines... I hate seeing magazines go. Cruiser, give me a random object. On a related note, if you want to see what I drew last time, you can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're wondering what I did, I drew a phone. Shut up, you kids! I'm the phone!
Now do plank.
Flank?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, he wants plank, I'll give him a plank. Plank of wood. But yeah, don't you hate the fact that... Interesting, I was just saying about was for Disney's upcoming superhero movies. We'll see what happens with it. The Jablonski will be on later to, you might want to tell him that you're on here if you want to talk about your movie, as I draw you a succulent plank. Alright, what does plank look like? If I look up plank, it's like... No, not planking, I mean... Cool. Did I ever tell you I showed you the video I have of him with the, at the, burlesque show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where everybody's cheering on fucking plank. Okay, so Cruiser wants plank. Okay, I'll give him some plank. I'll give you plank. I'll give you plank. I have an idea, but I need to figure out how to do it.
Hey, it's that one asshole.
Oh, good. He finally showed up.
Well, I'll save what I was gonna say for when we get into Deadpool.
That's fine. Because I don't know anything about it aside me trying frantically to avoid spoilers until it comes out. Because I am broke.
Didn't I just give you money for my commission?
Yeah, but I need it to pay for bills, dude. By the way, thank you for paying that because I needed money. And all that jazz. So we were talking about how Game Informer is dying. Hello?
I mean, it is.
Right here.
Sorry, I thought you died. But like the fact that that I hate how this kind of stuff is the thing that like gets um it just goes away. Like it was a fact of life. It was there and then it was it's gone. It's officially gone. How did Conker put it in Conker's Bad Fur Day in that speech?
That's one irritable bowel.
No, his ending speech when he's the king and he's sitting on the throne. You truly can't
Never saw
appreciate something until it's gone. 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 And like everybody looks at that and they think it's it's him talk. It's a good reflection of what happened to Rareware
Mm.
and how Microsoft fucking fucked it over. But yeah, the Game Informer thing, it was kind of shocking, honestly. Like, I could, well, not really. I actually kind of, to be honest here, I actually kind of forgot that Game Informer existed. I mean, did you ever subscribe to it personally?
Yeah, through my GameStop.
Do you still have it?
Uh, I don't have any more physical copies because they switched to digital.
Yikes, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, how long has it
Yeah, it
been? Like
happened.
30 fucking years of this stuff?
33.
33. Wow. GameStop really got their stuff going on. But like, I thought it was it was just I just hate seeing like the stuff that we see that's like still out there just die slowly. Like, who's going out there and buying Fortnite magazine? Better yet,
You'd be
Is there a
surprised.
Fortnite magazine?
there was. I think there is, yeah. Because kids like play forts and knights, I guess. But the one thing that's just interesting is just I know I keep saying it, but it's just crazy how like the little things we used to love are gone.
Yeah, it happens though.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, I wish like convenience was like still a thing. Or like, I know that's a weird thing to say, but like it's one of those things that's just it's just a fact of life. It gets
Yeah.
good and then it dies. Like what you I always look at a future and like, is there a future when video games will die?
No.
People will say look at it and say like, video games, you could just use I don't need to play video games anymore. I got fucking uh it, my giggle goggle, whatever it's called, whatever the kids are playing with, the giggle goggle.
I mean, board games are hanging on by a thread.
Oh yeah, board games. I mean, board games have a interesting have an interesting aspect of striving on video games because it has a I think that's pretty much where it is right now.
Mm.
I mean, when was the last time you played a board game video game?
Mhm.
Tell me, when was the last time you played one on like a board game
What, a
video
board
game?
game?
Too long.
Yeah, that's pretty much the case. I remember the only board game video game I ever played was when I had a friend, right, who had an N64, and he played like to he had like this Monopoly game on it that was like it was weird. Like, it was like 3D Monopoly. They moved all the time, and it was like I remember the shoe. You ever seen that bootleg like the plug and play
Jeez.
JonTron video?
Yeah.
How he opens up with, "Oh,
Yeah.
you got me Monopoly for the N64? Well, this would have been back in 1864." He shows like a brief clip of the shoe moving.
You want me to do it? All right.
It like shows a brief clip of the shoe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it was
Yeah.
like. It was just as weird seeing it as it was playing it. There wasn't even any mini games looking back there. I mean, then again, the only way to play Monopoly right is digital now because everybody plays it wrong.
So
So it's
everyone,
annoying.
everyone else plays it fun.
Really, you're one of those people that does the whole pass go to to
Esco gets you $200.
no, it does.
Land on go gets you 400. You get the pot that's in that's in the middle if you land on free parking.
Yeah, sure, why not? That's not what free parking does. Oh yeah, it is what free parking does. Yeah. Or is it? I don't know. I haven't played Monopoly in God knows how long.
And my fiance has the Pokemon one. I have the Legend of Zelda one.
Well, there you go.
I have.
We're
I haven't
fucking
either.
nuts.
Cruiser, you have one Monopoly game. I know it. Everybody owned the game.
Yeah, I just don't own it now. I
What
used to have the Pokemon one.
really?
Yep.
You got it to get it signed, didn't you?
No.
Oh, really?
Sold it.
Oh, nice. Like, it's one of those, I don't know. Like I remember my uncle had a whole Monopoly table for like parties with like the glass top and everything. If you know, I don't know if you've ever seen those. They're like those professional Monopoly tables where there's like drawers. That the whole table's like there. You can get like comes with tables and everything. Don't know if you ever had seen one of those. They were
Nope.
all, but it was awesome. Like Monopoly was like a thing back in summers back at my mom's cottage, and yeah. Okay, Cruiser, there you go. There's Plank.
That- That's not Plank.
Oh wait, hold on. There you go. I got you. It's Plankton. Thank you.
Boo.
You suck.
So anyway, let's talk about movies.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, Evan, go ahead and mute, but you might want to find some way to see us so you can know that when we're done talking.
I mean, like, how about this? I'll just put down the spoiler screen. You'll have about, how much long do you want? 10 minutes?
For each film.
All right, fine, 10 minutes. Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes. Here you go. Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Hush, hush, hush. Here comes the bogeyman.
Yeah, go ahead. In the meantime, before I do, Jablonski, give me something to draw. I've been drawing objects.
All right. So how do you want to start this, Cruiser?
Okay, so anyway, we're gonna start off with the twisters. Now, I will say there are some things that they did repeat, like from the first movie, uh, or at least we'll say updated, because if you saw the first film, you know that there's this scene at a drive-in. Well, there's a very similar one that takes place at a rodeo arena, and but despite the repeated things they do, what really carries the film is actually the characters. They're very they're very likable.
Well, okay. So with that scene you're talking in particular, it's not the rodeo that they repeated at. It's the movie theater in town.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Uh, and you were actually telling me that the person who was at like the hotel was actually Bill Paxton's son.
Yeah, the one that was complaining was Bill Paxton's son. It's sort of a nod to Bill Paxton because since he's dead.
Yeah. The other thing I thought was really cool too is that in the first film you have this ragtag group of people. They're the good guys. And then you have the corporate scientists who are supposed to be the bad guys. Well, in this film, they try to convince you that it's the other way around this time. But just as you think, you haven't figured out who's good, who's bad, it turns out no, the ragtag group is still the good guys. So I like that they tried
Yeah.
to bait you into thinking that the roles had been reversed. Yeah, anything you want to add?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't. You're right on that one. Now, I didn't hate that. But at the same time too, it's like I kind of felt like a bait and switch in both a good and bad way, I guess. Because you got like you said, it was the ragtag was bad guys tried to be the good guys, like in the first one, and it's just it just turned into this like, okay, I'm not mad, but I'm a little bit disappointed. They
So
didn't
you
kind
would
of
have
keep it that way, or at least keep with the scientists being, or at least they didn't make them more. or at least they didn't have a good. The scientists didn't have a good point.
So,
But considering who they work for,
so you would have liked to have seen it. You would prefer it if the roles were reversed.
a little bit, but or at the very least, or at the very least, the scientists have more of a better reason for doing what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like with this one, it's to help a real estate or someone who buys up real estate after a tornado.
Yeah.
It should have been like, say they work for, like, they actually work for a government agency or something like that that's actually trying to do stuff. But like say one of them goes on to goes to the side and does this behind their back.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something that even that my friend Kurt was struggling to figure out. Like, what was the whole point of this evil realtor's plan here? He couldn't quite follow that. Uh, but the other interesting thing that I thought this movie did is that it was actually shot on 35 millimeter. The reason being is because while the tornadoes are CG, they look better on that kind of film. So these
Yeah.
guys actually, which bravo to them, because I mean, we all use what's current because it's a lot easier, and I can't blame them for doing that. It saves time and money. But if you're willing to actually go backwards and spend that extra dough to make it better, okay, I gotta give you props for that.
Yeah. And I like how and I think this film also brought a modern, so Twister, I think, would work regardless
Mm.
of what year you put it in, because it's still the same. It's storm chasers chasing tornadoes and this and that. It's nothing that's meant to be epic. It's nothing meant to be like unrealistic, because these natural disasters do happen.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
and seeing some of them in person. Now, granted, I was nowhere near what you would see in the movie,
Hmm.
but seeing some of the damage and whatnot, yeah, it's a real thing, and I'm glad this movie focuses more on the damage as it does on the storms.
Yeah, because while I have never seen a Twister up close and in person, we have seen news footage of the damage they leave in their wake, and it is not pretty. It is horrible. And you can't imagine just what that family must be feeling.
Yeah,
I mean, like, say what you want about floods and hurricanes, like, those suck, but there's a good chance your house will still be there. I mean, it'll have severe water damage, but you can repair it. But a twister knocks it to the ground. So, yeah, it was really good that they did
yeah,
touch on the families. And the other thing too is that you don't even have to need you don't need to see the first film to get this. It's really a standalone sequel, like it didn't,
yeah,
which very few can do. Like like the Purge and Terminator. Those movies you can just see the sequels. You don't have to start with the first one, but it is still interesting to see the first one to know how, not necessarily how we got here, but how the story began. Because there's virtually no ties to the first film.
yeah. You get a few Easter eggs, but that's it.
Yeah, because even when there was the sequel to Jumanji, they still hinted at the first film with Robin Williams' character living in the jungle, but you don't even get that with this movie.
Yeah, so you get a nod to the first movie with Dorothy one at the beginning, and that's really it.
Hmm.
So at least
And
it establishes, yeah, the first movie happened.
Yeah. And if you know anything about the first film, that it opens with a very devastating scene, and frankly, so does this one too.
Yeah, I think they cranked this one up to like 11 though.
Yeah, definitely. Which, speaking of that scene, I'm actually surprised that they had them stay, under an overpass, because for those who don't know, an overpass is one of the worst places you can actually be, because it creates a wind tunnel and it will suck you right in. Your best case scenario is actually to take cover in a ditch, oddly enough. And it seemed like there was a ditch there. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it was a last resort decision, but still, like, you guys are storm chasers. That's like the last place you should be. Granted, though, they
Yeah,
were kids. I mean, it's not like these were adults. These were like, maybe kids in their early 20s.
kids.
Yeah. So
And
that,
also,
yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
Also, too, I like how they make the body count in this movie extremely fucking simple.
Actually, yeah, they do.
There's like no question on who dies and who lives.
Mhm.
Like, oh, you see them on screen, hanging on for dear life. They're still alive, even if they're injured. They're off screen. They fly off screen, dead.
And the other thing too is the ragtag, going back to the whole ragtag group. You think they're just YouTubers who are trying to make a buck off content, but you find out no, the leader is actually a meteorologist, and the people who are part of his group, yeah, they're self-taught. Well, at least they give the appearance that they were self-taught. They learned everything themselves, but they weren't idiots. Rowdy, yes, but they were not stupid.
Yeah, because Glenn Powell's character has a PhD in the stuff.
Yeah, which was really cool to see, because like when you
Gents, your
even
time
look at,
is up.
okay, I'll needless to say though,
Just real quick, soundtrack is amazing.
yeah, so needless to say, great movie. Okay, it is worth seeing whether you've seen the first film or not. And
Yeah.
now we get another 10 minutes so we can discuss Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the first Twister was good at first, and then this movie kind of sucks.
And he saw Nostalgia Critic and now he hates it.
No, I kind of didn't. I don't even know Wait, the Nostalgia Critic reviewed it?
Yes, that was one of his earliest episodes.
I do not remember this. I don't remember much Twister. I just thought the tornado effects looked pretty good. I didn't really care for the story, honestly. I thought the
I'd say
cat.
give this one a shot.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a formula right now. Okay, like this movie has become to me what coronavirus was to me when it came out. I thought it wasn't going to be a big deal, and then lo and behold, it becomes a big deal. I thought this was going to be a shitty ass movie, and lo and behold, apparently it's not. I drew a
I felt the
pot.
same way about Jumanji too.
I drew I drew a pot, by the way, as per request.
He looks like the brave little toaster having a meltdown.
Kind of does actually. Let me give me some movement in that little handle there, like he's shaking it for dear life. I mean, if you were a pot, you'd be freaking out. All right, so what should I draw next? Give me an object, Jablonski, before I put you on the 10-minute mark.
Chicken pot pie.
It's a food, not an object. Give me another one. Give me an inanimate object.
A Funko Pop.
Oh,
Another.
there you go.
Nah, I'm not good with Funko Pops. Give me a random household object.
Okay, a microphone.
It's Jablonski's turn to talk.
A microphone.
All right, fine. All right, stand by. Here comes your interrupting segment. I'll give you 15 minutes on this. Siri, set the alarm for 15 minutes.
15 minutes starting.
Hush, hush, hush. Here comes the bogeyman.
Okay, chop chop. 15 minutes.
Okay, so needless to say, Deadpool is Marvel Jesus.
Yeah, this movie is loosely connected to the MCU, but it does so for the better.
Yeah, and the other thing too is that watching this movie, I have to imagine that Ryan Reynolds must have been in the meeting room with the executives at Disney saying, "Look, if you want this movie to be seen, you're going to have to acknowledge some fuck ups here."
Oh, so funny enough, in an interview that I saw recently, he actually said that Disney let him, outside of like one joke they had him take out, they just let him do whatever.
That's good to see because Ryan knows this character so well that to the point where you really can't imagine anyone else playing him, at least in live action. I mean, video games and cartoons, like sure, there's been people who've done it before, but with a live action, like I can't picture anyone else but Ryan playing Deadpool.
Yeah.
And of course, the fourth wall jokes are there, and I love every single one of them. One of my personal favorites was when these people are here to arrest him at his apartment, and it's like, okay, I'm used to begging, but it's very new to Disney. And he literally looks into the camera and winks. It's like, oh yeah, guys, we know.
No, my favorite one was him telling Fox to suck it.
Yeah, that was another good one. Screw you, Fox. I'm going to Disneyland.
Uh, Though, okay, so Timmy the Blowjob Queen from Saskatchewan. How did you feel about the? How did you like the opening?
Uh, it opens up with a song from our childhood. And I can't believe that he actually, like, I'm assuming that's still Ryan in the costume
No,
doing
it's
the
actually
dance.
someone else.
Ah, shit, man. Because I would have loved to have known that Ryan Reynolds learned the choreography to bye for this movie.
No, what happened was the dancer that did it is on TikTok,
Oh, really?
and he was going his 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 agent called him and was like, hey, learn the dance for bye bye bye. Don't ask questions, just do it.
How much you want to bet that guy's gonna be making con appearances soon?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, it's like, hey, it's not Ryan Reynolds, but it's still technically Deadpool. It's Dance Pool.
Yeah, that's what everyone's calling him.
The other thing that surprised me too, out of all the cameos, was Wesley Snipes as Blade. I can't believe they got him for that. And how they summed it up too, like, these are a bunch of characters who deserved better. And there's him, there's Gambit, there's Elektra, and there's Logan's daughter.
Yeah, a lot of these are a very much amount of in jokes from all the Fox universe and past canceled all that
And
because just to name a few of them, the song "Bye Bye Bye" was essentially a punchline to a joke that happened in, I think it was like X-Men 2.
oh yeah, that's right. They played that in the car. I completely forgot all about that. And it was just really good just seeing Wesley Snipes as Blade again because I watched those movies except for the third one, which oddly enough Ryan Reynolds was in with him. So I have to
Yeah.
wonder if this felt like a little reunion between the two of them.
Oh, probably. Also, too, with Gambit was like a really big deal that they had because Danny Chatham was supposed, or Chatham was supposed to have his full blown Gambit movie. It just never happened.
Yeah, because I think there was a couple of other Wolverine flops, which hey, it happens to the best of us, but this definitely made up for it. And they even put him in the cartoon character's outfit, just like they did with Wolverine.
Yeah.
I went, "Oh my god, it's the Gambit, like, that's the one I grew up watching." And then
Yeah.
oh god, like, what was that one joke that had me? And then we also found out that, Ryan's family is actually in the movie too, which is really touching, the fact that his wife and kids were in there playing all the various different Deadpools.
Yeah.
Like, that was so sweet. Oh, okay, now
Yeah.
did you lose it when Wolverine put the mask on?
Yep.
Yeah, it was hard not to. It's like, "Oh my god, they went all the way with this."
I'm just gonna say this now though. Nice Pool got done so dirty.
Yes, he did. Poor guy. I mean, Dogpool got better.
Well, it's Dogpool.
That's the
Everyone loves
ugliest dog in the
Dogpool.
world.
So I want to say, one of my favorite line in the entire movie was at the end where Paradox is explaining everything. And next thing you hear is and he has risen again, baby girl. Just fuck.
And then Disney's gonna keep using him until he's 90.
Funny enough, the convention that I went to, there was a Wolverine cosplayer. I go up to him like, till you're 90.
He was wearing the yellow costume, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's good. That's how you do it. So, and needless to say, this movie was just great, especially if you've been following like all the drama with Disney and Marvel. It really just kind of puts your mind at ease about what could possibly happen in the future. And the credit scroll, yeah, I actually wasn't expecting. They played a bunch of outtakes behind the scenes footage of like all the previous X-Men movies to Green Day's
Yeah.
Time of Your Life. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that.
I got a little teary eyed from it.
Well, yeah, so did I. I mean, because I remember watching that original trilogy and just what it took just to get to this damn point. And it may have taken us like 20 years, but at least we made it. We finally got to see these characters again. We got to see Deadpool with Wolverine and seeing like all the X-Men again. Halle Berry as Storm. I loved her as that character.
Yeah. Though the one thing I did like was they actually got Chris Evans back
Oh yeah, they did.
for not for Captain America, even though Deadpool is like, oh my god, is it really? Thinking that he's going to be playing Captain America. Nope. Shining Storm.
The only thing that was missing from this movie, and even though I'm pretty sure it would, it might rub some people the wrong way, is to still have some sort of a Stan Lee cameo, like maybe just like a statue of him in the background somewhere.
I could see that, but at the same time, though, too, well, I thought we kind of did get one.
Well, we did in the
No, that was
first one.
credits, I think.
I don't
I
really
get where you're
disagree.
coming from, though.
Yeah, just as I know Disney's already done like a farewell to him and some of the other Marvel movies, but
What they kind of missed an opportunity to keep that going, but it's Lee Pool.
Lee Pool. Yeah, that's it. I remember that.
It's just Deadpool dressed up as Stan Lee, and every once in a while he'll just go and just go wave and go hi. Just
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
nothing
go ahead.
verbal. Just reads, look up to the camera, and behind the scenes, like in the background, he just waves.
Yeah, I remember people want to see a Stan Lee movie where all his superheroes cameo in it, which would have been beautiful. Don't get I would have loved to have seen something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because be it Disney to comics or hell, literature in general, they owe a lot to Stan Lee. I may not be the world's biggest comic fan, but I definitely grew up watching the old uh, comic films of the early 2000s and loved a lot of them. Rest in peace, you creative genius.
Yeah. But also too, I'm glad they also do keep the stuff from the MCU in, but it doesn't really affect much of the MCU.
Yeah, it's technically canon. Like if you want to put, that canon in with this movie, you could, but it won't have, a huge effect on it. Is that what you're saying?
Uh,
Is that what you're saying? Like if you want to put this movie's canon in with the MCU's, you could, but it won't have a huge effect on it.
Yeah, you easily could. Um, but at the same time, too, it's like don't get your hopes up on it making much of an impact on the MCU just yet.
Yeah, and of course there's Reynolds' mouth, I should say, because I heard like all like little quips he was making. Like there was that one guy who was staring at him and was like, "Oh yeah, he's eye fucking me right now."
No, oh yeah, in the TVA,
Yeah.
like you could tell that he wanted Deadpool to land on him.
Yeah. And I also think it's comical that in the first movie, like there's that opening line where Ryan says, "Yeah, I gotta tell you before I squeeze this ass into spandex." And in this third movie, they do the same thing, just with a different line. And it's like call back. I like it.
Yeah. Also, too, and this kind of leads from Twitter.
Mhm.
They're saying how they're going about how Logan's death and uh, Tony Stark's death are now irrelevant because of same actor, different roles. Quotations. I'll get to that in a second. Uh, but people are like, "Oh, it cheapens Logan's sacrifice." Like, if you want to cheap Logan's sacrifice, just watch the beginning of the fucking movie. Like, of course, I'm not going to desecrate a legacy like that. Why wouldn't I? I totally would. It proceeds to show him digging up.
And not to, like all the different iterations of Wolverine you see, like you see Wolverine as a midget.
No, that's a comic book accurate Wolverine. Wolverine is a short king.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
What's sad though too is it looks like he was so eager to help.
poor guy.
Oh, and Henry Cavill was one of the variants.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. It was the one that was working on the bike.
Oh god, yeah, that was him. So God, I actually may go back to and see this movie again in the theater. And the other thing too, outside the movie, all the promotional materials they were doing, that they were
Yeah.
making all these appearances on like different like web shows, and one of them they actually hook both Ryan and Hugh to a polygraph machine. And when they had Ryan hooked up, Hugh Jackman goes, "Did you have a hand in leaking the test footage of the first movie?" And he goes, and Ryan's like, "Wow, good question, good question. Maybe, yes, no." And the polygraph expert's like, deceptive. Meaning, like, he could be telling the truth or he could be lying. He's not sure.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, like, do you think he leaked the footage?
I think so.
I think he at least played a hand in it, which, because, I mean, he's been wanting to play this character for so damn long, and there it is, right there, ready to go, and Fox chickens out.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to think too is that I I'm glad I found it both in character for the movie and for the character uh, itself that
Series
Peter would be the one to
self-disclosure.
save the day.
It's
Mhm.
canceled.
So, people, go see this movie.
All
It
right.
is a blast.
All right, Jablonski. I made your phone so fast I drew an ice cream cone version of Abraham Lincoln.
Uh,
Four score and 7 different flavors ago.
Four score and 7 different flavors. All right, you wanted a microphone. Here you go.
I see a blank page.
No, it's right there.
I see a squiggly, dude.
That's my signature. It's right there in the center.
No, there's that's a speck on my screen.
Right,
There it
right in
is.
the middle there. Hold on, let me just magnify it just a little bit for you. I thought you'd think that would be cute.
It is. It is.
Let me see if I can slowly lean in there. I actually did draw a phone there. I just like made it smaller. You can just barely see it. So yeah, I just made it really small. You wanted a micro-sized phone, and there you go.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
And hey, like at the same time, I drew Ice Cream Lincoln. I'd ask Cruiser what he thinks, but according to World Part 1, he doesn't know what this Abraham Lincoln is.
No, I don't. Not really.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I need to see if this is real.
What is it?
Okay, so if this is actually in so one of the shows I've been watching is My Dear Friend Nokotan.
Gesundheit.
And thank you. Anyway, so again, I need to see if this is actually real. But in the apparently in the in the newest episode, supposedly they poke at what happened a few almost a month ago. Shit, with regarding current events.
Does it involve a certain misfire?
Yeah.
Is this gonna be like Tenacious D big or like?
Hold on, let me see if it's real first. What's that?
I'm gonna draw a. Cruiser, give me something to draw. Not a regular household object.
A regular household object?
When I say what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Tumbler.
A what?
A tumbler.
What's a Isn't that a website?
It's like those drinking containers that can keep things hot and cold for hours on end.
Oh, one of those like Yeti things.
Yeah.
It's a weird random thing to say, but okay, sure. A tumbler. All right, so so what is it about? Hey, whatever I do now is on Glyph.
Yeah, it's not real.
Excellent, I guess. So I was saying to people in the beginning here, I got trained at the Tron ride.
And how was it? Like, what was the training process like?
It was good. Just 6 days. Just showing how to close it, how to open it. It was really good.
Did you learn how to operate it?
Yeah. I think basically, I'm not going to go too into detail, but it's really easy to operate. This takes a lot of programs there. And me being a Tron cosplayer, I've been having a lot of fun being in character, so it feels like I'm cosplaying there. But you know, I'm glad I could just be in character. Like I always say to them, greetings, user. Whenever I see a birthday pin, I'm like, ah, I see you're celebrating your recent upgrade. What version are you on?
Cute.
Yeah, I think it's cute. I'm having a lot
That
of
is
fun
cute.
there. Like even my trainer day is like, Evan, you're really getting into the theming here. But yeah, it's a good thing. I even was able there's a story on the ride. It's really cool. I like what they're doing. The people are nice. It was great. I had a lot of fun. And no, Cruiser, I'm not going to be able to get you free rides on the ride. You still have to reserve like everyone else.
And speaking of cosplaying,
Oh yeah, you were sent to prison.
yeah, okay, so I went to Bell County Comic Con like I have for the past few years, and I actually went in my Star Wars cosplay.
Oh really? How did it
Yeah.
go?
Barely anyone figured me for Star Wars outside of a few. Uh, the lightsabers were a dead giveaway.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Um, I got to meet Jim Cummings.
Oh, I met him before. He's a nice dude.
He is. Uh, but I had to miss out on Billy West and Kevin Eastman because the lines were way too damn long, and I would have been stuck there for a good amount of the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Billy West is actually coming down here for a con, my friend's convention, UltraCon down in West Palm.
Nice.
And I've always
Yeah,
considered Billy West's autograph.
what's that?
I've always considered getting Billy West's autograph. I mean, he's only voiced like a couple of characters that I liked. I mean, yeah, he voiced Doug Funny. I know people don't really like it, but I do.
Uh, Doug, no. Roger, yes.
He voiced Doug. What are you talking
I
about? He
thought you
voiced.
just did Roger.
I didn't even know he did Roger. Let me see. Hey, what voices did Billy West do on
Fry and
Doug?
Professor Farnsworth.
Oh yeah, he did no, it was yeah, he did Doug Funny, Roger Klotz, and additional voice. I didn't know he was Roger. That's actually pretty interesting.
I'm surprised he did Doug because uh he wasn't Roger in brand spanking new Doug on Disney.
Brand spanking new Doug.
Like, what a dumbass name.
Is that what it's called? What they called it?
Yeah, brand spanking new Doug.
I mean, like it's really interesting because I don't know, like Doug, like it was one of those shows I used to get up early just to watch. Like one of those shows that would only come on like early in the morning.
See, I only watched it so I can because I knew I had to sit through it to get to what I really wanted to watch. Because you gotta remember back then, there was no internet, there were no smartphones. So if there was something you wanted to watch, you had to like sit through the shitty show to get to the one you wanted to see.
Yeah.
So when people say like it's more memorable than you think, I'm like, one, we were more impressionable as kids, and two, we had to sit through it because we had nothing else to do before Ren and Stimpy.
That's actually a thing with me. I never got into Ren and Stimpy for some reason. I don't know why.
It was definitely a favorite, regardless.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, no, I respect its legacy. I just think the creator's an asshole. That's all.
We're aware.
Yeah.
Uh, and let's see here, what else happened recently. Oh yeah, I saw my dear friend Ari Lehman from First Jason. His band came to oddly my neck of the woods, which I didn't expect. I figured he'd be in Orlando, just like where a lot of performers go. But no, he actually came to the town I grew up in. He actually came to Stuart, Florida, and it was good, obviously seeing him. And but the one thing that kind of bothered me was, I invited like maybe 6 people from my hospital to come to the show, and none of them showed up.
That was like a last minute request.
No, I've been telling them about it for weeks, if not a month.
There you go, Cruiser. There's your Tumblr.
Let me see. You like it hot or you like it cold?
You like it hot or you like it cold?
Why the SpongeBob face?
I just thought, I don't know. I needed it for a base for just him thinking it's the funniest thing ever, but it's not.
It's like he pissed in it, didn't it? He pissed in the cup, didn't he?
That's a good. I wasn't going with that, but that's a good joke.
You like it hot or cold?
Oh my god, Tumblr. That was an interesting thing. I thought that was like a British term or something. All right, so what should I draw next? Household object.
You know what? Actually, draw the Jason mask.
Draw the Jason mask. You sure you want me to draw the Jason mask, Cruiser?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll draw the Jason mask. Okay, I'll see what I can do with this. I think I know exactly what to do. Anyway, go on. How was the
the show
The
itself was
convention.
pretty cool. There was actually this opening band that I liked called Snake Healer, and they were all about the theatrics, which I loved. You need that. I'm sorry, you can't just show up, play your guitar, and think you're done. These guys came out in like these cloaks or robes. They looked like they were conducting a seance. They had a keyboard player to give that eerie sound. They had smoke going off. They were ringing that little bell you see at seances, to like summon spirits. I'm like, yeah, that's a show, guys. That's what you're supposed to do. Uh, and then suddenly there's the band that came on after them, who sadly I can't remember their name. They didn't make that big of an impact on me. But basically, it felt like a knockoff Guar. It's like, guys, we already have Guar. We don't need this.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Odorous Orungus.
Yes, we miss you, Dave Brocky. So, I mean, I appreciate the effort though, because I did, have costumes. They were spraying fake blood. Uh, Music I thought was a bit too heavy,
This is the
but
opening band you're talking about, right?
one of them. They were the band that went on right before First Jason. And then, obviously, then First Jason takes the stage. It's good seeing Ari up there shredding on his guitar. And I don't know if they planned this or not, but there was someone walking through the crowd dressed as Jason. Like he actually had the suit, the mask. He had his head, made up so that it looks more like the character. So there was no hair. There was like bulges on the back of his head, and had a machete, obviously a prop one. And he was like going around like chopping people. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. Yeah, I don't know if he was with Ari, but it was real pleasant to have again that level of theatrics there.
Did you ask Ari if it was part of the show?
Nah, because by the time he was done, he had all these fans that he had to meet. So I just nah, I don't need to know. And obviously hugged him goodbye and left.
Nice.
Yeah, he obviously signed a bunch of stuff for me for free, including this independent film he did called Clown Motel
Oh, I heard about that. That's a real thing.
in the Vegas desert. Yeah, and like I see Ari, dressed up in clown makeup while he's wearing a kilt, holding a club, and he's about to bash some dude's head in, and he goes, "You will respect testicles."
Oh yeah.
Like the fuck was that about?
I don't think it needs an explanation. You will respect testicles, Cruiser. I always respect my testicles. I know because Deadpool told me to.
I do because Tom Green
I,
told me
I heard someone, certain someone has a fine pan down under.
to.
No, seriously,
That's a go.
Deadpool did tell me. I don't know if you remember this, Cruiser. Remembering your Blu-ray,
No.
there's a pamphlet that you'll find on a Deadpool Blu-ray called "How to Touch Yourself."
When he gets in the cab with Dopender?
No, this is in the. Do you have your Deadpool Blu-ray with you?
It's somewhere.
If you open it, you'll find a little stick of You'll find a little tag that says that's in there with a pamphlet, with a small there's a piece of paper there that says "How to Touch Yourself." You actually showed
Okay,
this
I
to me.
will. Actually, hold on. I think it's actually over here.
Yeah, if you open there, I don't know
Yeah, there.
unless you still have it.
Yes, I do. I do have it. It's right here in my hands. Okay, let's see here. Opening it up. I'm seeing Blu-ray DVDs.
No, there's no little pamphlet in there with it. It was like a little piece of paper that came.
They printed on the back.
They did?
Yeah, it's on the back of the digital HD download instructions.
Well, there's a reason why it's there, actually. The reason why is because Deadpool, when they made the first film, they were helping out the American Cancer Foundation for testicular cancer research, so they decided to show you how to give your own ball exam. Check your testicles,
See,
people.
Tom Green's the one who taught me.
Why were you looking at Tom Green giving himself touching his nuts?
Well, you're familiar with this TV show, right?
Vaguely. I didn't see it, but I'm familiar with it.
Okay, basically, his show was never canceled, but he stopped the show when he got diagnosed with testicular cancer. And like, rather than handling it, which he did do, like he actually got treatment and everything, but he made the decision to document it, and so he aired a special about it. And when he come back from commercial, there's Tom Green playing an acoustic guitar, singing, "Hey kids, fill your balls so you don't get cancer."
How's he? Does he? I'm guessing he got through it, huh?
He's still alive.
Oh yeah.
And keep in mind,
Well,
that's
that's
like,
what happened. Come on the Swedish.
yeah. I even remember the special opens with a clip from that song. "My bum is on the cheese. Bum is on the cheese. If I get lucky, I'll get a disease." Then it cuts to him. "Yep, I got lucky. I got a disease."
I remember finding a video he had on his YouTube channel of him just eating a head of lettuce in public. There you go, Cruiser.
Let's see, who plays hockey with this? Ask him. I don't know.
That's the thing. Like freaking Jason. Like who the people say it's a hockey mask? I'm like bullshit. That's a hockey mask. What the fuck plays hockey with that?
The Mighty Ducks.
Yes, Jason. Jason's running around with a Mighty Ducks mask. Now that would be awesome. Regardless. Oh man. And all the good stuff. Again,
And the other thing too is that when I was taking my picture with Ari, he had two machetes. He had one that was like custom made that had like his iteration of Jason on there, and another one for a fan to hold. So he pulls out the two machetes, and this was probably a dumb mistake on my part. I say out loud, "No, it's okay. I got my own weapon."
oh my god, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it was the Ice Nine Kills ice pick, which is a prop, but still, it's like you say that out loud in
Oh,
a bar.
wait, you actually got the ice pick?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you still did it. Did it? I was gonna shoot. I was gonna say I was actually gonna volunteer to make it for you.
No, they were selling them on their website, and I had a coupon for when my birthday came around. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. Should I tell the boys and girls about what you're getting into?
Go ahead, because you've hardly gotten to speak since Jablonski and I came on.
Oh yeah, sure. So Cruiser's getting into cosplay.
I am making a cosplay. I have not stepped into the world just yet.
No, it's cool. It's a good start. It's a really good start.
Yes, in Ice Nine Kills' music videos, there's a character called the Silence Killer, and they made masks of what he wears. Uh, he also carries around an ice pick as a weapon, and I bought the ice pick, and then I figured, oh hey, there's the mask. I might as well go for that. And then I realized, why don't I just make a cosplay of this? I already got two of the main props.
There you go. Might as well.
And it's a pretty simple cosplay. It's those two things plus there's um like a hood, a black hood, a trench coat, pants. So it seems pretty easy. The one thing that might be difficult is the detonator from the Horrorwood video.
Yeah, you could if you could find a picture of it. Let me take a look. I might be able to make something. I mean, I'm trying to make a kyber crystal powered battery for my droid. I don't know what I ran out of ideas there, so I made a sword. Swishy.
So, funny thing about Deadpool Wolverine that I just found out recently.
Yeah.
What's that?
Apparently, no, this is before inflation. Deadpool Wolverine is now the highest grossing rated R film of all time.
Wow, it beat out itself.
No, it beat Passion of the Christ.
I think it beat the original beat Passion of the Christ, but did it?
No, the one from 20 years ago.
I know what one you're talking about, but I think that was beaten by Deadpool's like when the first one came out. Let me see.
Apparently not. But again, this is before inflation is calculated, so it's probably not going to be the same.
Actually, Passion of
But
the
yeah,
Christ is the
I'm
10th
just
highest grossing film of all time. The most highest grossing R-rated film of all time was Joker.
Well, there you go.
With $1
Did
billion.
Deadpool beat it though? But did Deadpool beat it?
Yes, Deadpool number 5, 4, and 3 is Deadpool 1, 2, and Wolverine.
See, kids, it's fun to have. You can still have fun as an adult. Not everything has to be family.
I know.
It's like I get it. Family pictures make the most money, but my God, can we like we can still have fun as an adult? You know that, right?
Yeah, you have to be. It depends on what you use. I mean, like, you have to do something to get an adult. You have to please families are an easy audience to get, right? You know why they're like an
You were
easy
about to
audience to
say Tanner
please.
too.
You know why they're an
That
easy.
sounds so weird.
You obviously know why there's a families are an easy demographic to get movies money from, right?
Yes. Why? What's your point?
Since it has a higher like range of people of viewers.
Okay, but
When it
again,
comes to
what's your point?
R-rated films, one of the hardest things is yeah, you have to appeal to like a certain audience in demographic, but like you have to do it in a way that just works. Oh, god damn it! I don't know. Give me a Jablonski. Give me another household object.
Toilet.
As you wish.
Yes, draw a potty mouth.
Okay. I'll draw a toilet. I think I drew a toilet one time.
So, so I actually do both days for South County Homecoming this year, which is a rarity for me.
Oh, she's my favorite pony.
But speaking of which, there's actually a lot of Gen 4 cosplays floating around.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't been to my local Hot Topic recently, but I may stop by on my next day off just to see what's going on in there. Because I have to imagine that G5 is not doing so good.
If they're bringing back G4, and a lot of the cosplayers are cosplaying Gen 4.
Well, I'm just glad the
Yeah,
Brony fandom is having another like boom.
Yeah, there was. Let's see, outside that one picture that I sent you guys.
Yeah.
There was actually Rainbow Dashes walking around too.
Oh, really?
good.
Texas likes Rainbow
I mean,
Dash.
granted, you could say that's in nostalgic territory now, but even then, like, I just don't see a lot of people talking about G5.
I mean, the movie was good.
Yeah,
That was it.
like,
That was it.
yeah, that was it. It's kind of what kills me too, because it started off on a pretty good foot, then things just went downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's like barely even MLP toys in my local Walmart, or again, at least a G5.
Oh, I see them all over the place. I wish I was you. And I hate them. Then again, I really don't have any interest in like collecting brushies anymore. Just because it's just too much space for me to hold up.
Now he's into signatures, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean,
Collecting
right now I'm into my
signatures.
droids, but you know.
Yeah, get that droid signed.
Definitely.
But yeah, I got my Hondo figure signed by Jim Cummings.
Say
Oh
that
yeah,
again?
I'm jealous you got to get Jim Cummings autograph for Hondo. I didn't when I met him it was before I saw Clone Wars.
Yeah. And what's funny is that He said I was the first one to actually have anything signed for Hondo of the day.
Nice.
I was like, I bet so.
Oh yeah, he challenged Bruce to make him a Hondo when we met him at Tupelo.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
anyway, one thing I know or at least I think I talked about this a few episodes ago, but I'm seeing a lot more stuff about this Switch game, Nintendo World Championships, and I looked more into it, and I gotta say, I am just so torn on this thing because on one hand, it does seem pretty cool. I mean, they brought back the NWC branding, so that's no longer this obscure event that happened years ago.
Yeah.
There appears to be good, modern, updated challenges. The stuff that comes with the deluxe set are pretty cool, at least for the most part. I'll get to that in a little bit. The fact that it posts scores, they have their own scoreboard for people to, post what they got is pretty cool. And it just seems like to be, fun challenges people can get into. What kills me though is it's basically an NES remix game, only with better branding, as far as I'm concerned. The Some of the stuff that comes with the deluxe set, like the art cards, that's pretty pointless. It's like, okay, you have pictures of existing pictures that are already everywhere to like every collector, so these are kind of pointless. Plus, not to mention the reproduction gold cartridge of NWC, looks cool. It seems displayed there on the shelf, but it does nothing.
There you go,
It just
There you go, Jablonski.
Hey,
it does nothing. It's shiny, which is good for us down here in the South, but that's about it.
We are
Uh,
Southerners like shiny things, people.
yes, we do. Uh,
Yeah.
I think they should have included. I think they should have included the full on games that these challenges go to, and they missed a golden opportunity to put the original challenges from the events on the game, like so that people can actually play what was there. But they didn't do that. It's like,
now,
how could you
you don't
guys?
understand. That's going to be DLC later. That way they can milk about 20, 30 bucks out more off of you for it.
That could be the case. That indeed could be the case. I mean, heck, part of me, wants it because it's shiny. But now, jokes aside, uh, part of me does want it because it does seem kind of cool and fun. But, and I would obviously do the deluxe edition because you get some cool shit in there. But I don't know if I can bring myself to spend $60 on it. So I have such a love-hate thing for it. It's a better rebranded NES remix. Half the stuff you get is pretty cool. The challenges are definitely good modern updates, but you miss some golden opportunities, Nintendo. So I wouldn't say it's a home run, but definitely a second base hit.
That's good to hear. So, what do you think with that convention? And we do to that picture that I sent you guys. So, me and Mando Jail.
Yeah.
So they had this little spot at the convention that was for specifically Star Wars.
Was it like 501st?
501st, the local Jedi Temple, the Mando Core.
Oh, nice. Mandocore was there?
Yeah, there's a lot of the Star Wars stuff is around here.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't.
We got
My
like the Southern
cosplay
Arctic
just doesn't
buildings.
fit any of them.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, so there was this little area. And they had a few photo ops. One was with the Tusken Raider.
Cool.
I kind of wish I did that and had my lightsaber out for it. but I didn't think of that. I should have gotten more pictures at the Jedi Temple that they had set up.
It's so cool. They got like a full-on replicant.
No, it was like a facade.
Nice.
But yeah, no, there's local groups for them around here.
Thought you said local Groots for a second there.
Groups. Yeah, but so but one of the photo ops was a jail cell with one of the Mandos there. So I just went, oh, okay. I'm just gonna do this just fucking cause I think it would be funny. And I'm trying to have my well shit face on.
Mm-hmm.
And the picture that I sent was a result of that. Now I've met at least 3 of the Mandos that were there at another convention I went to back in June.
Okay.
So I got to say hi to them and got to show off a bit.
Cool.
And funny thing with my cosplay, so I made this new little thing. I just say it's a universal translator.
Oh, really?
That's why I just call the damn thing.
Nice.
But one of the magnet bits on the other side, like inside of my shirt, came off, and I was freaking out. I'm like, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Fuck. So I took it off just in case I didn't want to lose the other bit, and I ended up losing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Come to find out, it was stuck between my shirt and my belt.
Hate when that happens.
And I find this out after I leave, and after I was taking the stuff off at my car.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah,
So
so I'm just like,
sorry. Go ahead, my bad.
so I'm just like, well, shit. Now I know what to not do next time when I actually take the time to make the one with the light. And I already got my file printed. I already got the file set up to make the blaster.
Nice.
Okay, so Evan, have you discussed DashCon 2 yet?
Oh no, we have not. I actually was gonna bring that up. Apparently there's gonna be a sequel to DashCon coming out.
Yeah, I'm looking it up, and it's going to be in Canada.
Good.
Which, yeah, keep that shit out of America. And they already have a guest, but we'll see if she actually stays. Let's see here. Introducing our first featured guest, we're incredibly excited to announce that Strange Eons will be attending.
Cool. Who the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
No
It's not
clue.
it's not a Tumblr convention anymore, so there's that.
Bigger the con, bigger the ball pits.
Yeah, yeah. I really hope
I'm
they
actually
do.
kind of hoping they'll bring that back. To be
Yeah, me
honest
too.
with
I
you.
really want them to bring back the goddamn ball pit because I've actually seen cons with there was a ball pit back at the if you look at one of the con combers I did, there was a ball pit of I got the thumbnail is Ed lying on a ball pit that was just randomly left in the middle of the hotel hallway. And someone
Yeah.
left a death note in there to write stuff.
I know the woman who created DashCon, like 6 years ago, she uploaded a video about her experiences because she came up with the idea for DashCon. She saw the whole thing with a ball pin, thought that'd be good for her convention, and just talked about the disaster that it was. And first of all, good on her for being able to laugh at being able to laugh at herself at this whole thing, because I remember like the gala was going on technically year 2 with Kathy Westluck. That was going on at the time, and I remember getting all these updates about it. I'm like, the fuck is DashCon? And that's when Evan, you filled me in.
Yeah, I was at Mythicon when I heard about it. Like little Karibo was, I was in his panel and he was just making DashCon jokes. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about?
And the memes, the cosplays that people made of the ball pit were great.
Just again proving my point that Tumblr is an evil site.
Yes, it is.
Don't go to Tumblr, kids. It's not. Don't Tumblr.
Yes.
Although I do like that one. I went to Holiday Matsuri one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I did, I had to. I'm drawing a ball pit, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
I figured that out.
When I did, there was a guy there that was dressed that went there cosplaying as Tumblr, and he was holding a giant sign that said "Image too inappropriate," flagged. And I got a video of the girls from one of the cosplayers of Cosplay Deviant punching him.
But I'm still surprised that they're doing this because even the girl, even she admitted that the idea of a convention for Tumblr users, not that good of an idea.
Well, that's the thing. Apparently, according to the Q&A, to what they're telling me, that this isn't a Tumblr convention this time. It's an all. I don't know what it is though. I did look that up, and they did make that clear. This is not a Tumblr convention.
Okay, at least they distance themselves from that.
Well, Tumblr was actually
Yeah.
You want to know something really cool? Me and Annette were doing our website designing class one day, and we took a break, and we found the pamphlet for the DashCon somewhere on the
Really?
internet. And I can't remember if I still have it or not. I have to dig through some stuff and to see if I do. I'm sure it's available somewhere on the internet, no doubt.
Oh, probably.
Yep, I'll make that a promise there. Next week is our D23 stream, and if I find it, we'll do a video. We'll do a stream of us reacting to the DashCon pamphlet.
Okay.
But
And if it's okay with you, Evan, can you actually put me on screen? Because there's something that I'd like to show people.
I guess. Hold on. I have to. Hold on. I have like a special setup for this. Please excuse me if this takes a while. Damn it. Stand by. All right, you're on.
Okay, yeah. What I wanted to show you guys was this deluxe set. See, basically, that band I've been listening to, Coheed and Cambria, the band that actually has a book that goes with their music, this is basically considered to be the holy grail of their output. It's basically, this is a prequel to their series, The Amory Wars, called Year of the Black Rainbow. And with it, okay, you obviously get this very nice box. You got this card that granted you access to something. What it was, I don't know. It's long since expired, but I have to imagine it was something for their concerts. You get the CD here in this very nice decorative bookcase. There's a CD as well as a DVD. Very cool, very cool. This is just the track layout. This was on the back of the box when it was first sold. I'm actually impressed that the seller actually kept this because this was meant to be just thrown away. The fact that he held on to it is very good. And then you have this book itself. And this one I'm a bit curious about because their other books were graphic novels, basically thick comic books. This is pure text. So I'm assuming this is going to be a bit more detailed than what I've already read. And this is technically the most expensive CD I own, but considering it's a deluxe set, it's really not. This thing was $200. Yeah, and honestly, the reason I got it was, for one, to read more of the story and hopefully to get it signed, but also I had just sold a bunch of signed memorabilia on Rack, the autograph collectors group that Evan and I are a part of. And someone was selling this for, that price. And I figured, you know, I'm probably never going to have this kind of money again to afford something like this. So, and I can always sell more signatures. So, yeah, why not? So now the goal is to get it signed, and they're coming to Tampa September 3rd. But the arena that they're coming to, with Incubus too, by the way. Incubus is headlining. They're playing their album Morning View in its entirety. Is there's a loading dock that would probably be my best bet to try to catch the band, see, weigh them down, see if they'll sign this, as well as a few other things that I got. There is a hotel that's right next door where I guess some of the performing artists stay at. And I will say the singer is pretty hard to miss. Okay, he's got, big, long ass curly hair.
Yeah, I
So he's
remember at a backyard barbecue a few years ago.
he's very identifiable. And from what I'm being told in their fandom, they are very fan friendly. So I'm hoping I'll get lucky and have them sign this because, they're a big inspiration for me in the project that I'm doing. And would love to have them, sign these things for me. But I'm definitely glad to have this in my collection. Because the only other alternative to get this is an ebook, which was, not as fun. I mean, it's convenient, but they're not as fun. But yeah, I certainly do not regret getting this. The CD is fantastic. I did watch the DVD, which is like a documentary about the making of the album with a little info about this. Of course, it's on YouTube now. But I can say I own the holy grail of the Coheed and Cambria output. This has been Hooked on Harmonics.
God damn it. All right, so like,
So
yeah, if you want to know something else, Cruiser, I made you some breakfast. So there you go, Dash Puffs.
Hey, Pebbles!
I know. I was looking at it like it looks like friggin'
So-
puffs.
so anyways, I actually kind of wanted to touch on this
What?
after after this current weekend at Bell County.
Yeah.
Now that I have a 3D printer, conventions have gotten a lot cheaper for me
Oh yeah, definitely.
because either if my fiance doesn't plan it out, I can go. I could print that. I could print that. I could print that. I can print
I
this.
can print that all over your body.
So essentially this year ended up being more based around one artist in particular. I'm dubbing this year the year of the fork.
You're the fork.
Flork,
Oh, cool.
because a lot of the stuff that I got this year was from Flork of Cows.
Hmm.
So it's
So-
like go ahead.
Do you think because you can actually print this stuff, do you think you actually might start vending at cons?
Not likely.
Have I ever told you what I would do? What I would do at my plan if I ever got a 3D printer?
No.
Okay, so I had this stupid idea. I would, if I got a 3D printer and decided to vend at cons, I know exactly what I'd sell. Cubes. I just sell cubes. That's gonna be my vendor's name. I sell cubes.
Like the Wisdom Cube?
No, just cubes. Just colored cubes.
Yeah, like the Wisdom Cube.
Yeah. Like big cubes, small cubes, cubes that climbs up. All I have on my stand are cubes. People are like, why would I want to buy a cube? Why wouldn't you? It's a cube. What else do you need? It could do anything.
Yeah.
And anyway, go ahead, Jablonski.
But yeah, I got a few things from him. The mugs I usually get. They had one from Flork of Cows with his character dressed up as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because this year is the 40th anniversary, so they went out big on turtles.
Nice.
And one of the things I was going to get, but considering what I'm going to be doing in a couple weeks, I kind of decided against it. Is that they redid the first issue of TMNT with all the original machinery as possible, with the negatives, all of that.
Oh, really?
So it's essentially a reproduction of the first issue,
Nice.
as close as possible as they can get. The thing that stopped me kind of was it was $100, and if I was going to commit to that, I wanted to get it signed, and for that to happen, it would have been impossible unless I went VIP, and I was in no funding to do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's hard to do that.
Yeah. But anyways, so the other stuff that I got from him, he had his VTuber agency there also. So you would get to interact if you wanted to go up and ask one of their VTubers a question.
Nice.
And seeing something like that in person is weird at first, but you just kind of get over it just as quick.
So it was kind of like that Mario setup when they were introducing the character to the N64 with little kids talking to the avatar.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've actually wanted to do that with Adobe Media Character Animator at a com one day at Bruce's booth. I'm like, can I just set this up and just see if I can just hide behind a screen and just have it interact with people?
Yeah. And this was more of an interaction that I overheard. Was Floor got up and he walked around to
Yeah.
to the screen, and the VTuber was like, "Oh, it's my boss."
That's funny.
But so I got a poster of three of their talents.
Yeah.
I was gonna get a standee, but I'm like, I have nowhere to fucking put this thing.
Oh, really?
So I got a poster and I got a sticker of his character in a cat maid outfit.
Cute. It's adorable.
And it's like, I think actually, I don't think I sent you guys a picture. No, I did not. Okay. So there's the sticker. I sent it to a messenger.
Cool.
Okay, let's take a look at this.
There's the poster. I got him to sign it. I told him to go nuts, but
Oh, how cute.
and there's the mug.
And this is an artist, you said?
Yes,
What does he go as? Or go by?
Flork of Cows.
Fork of Cows?
Flork, Flork.
Okay, Flork. Let's have a look at this guy here. Flork of Cows. Images. Okay, I've seen this character pop up on Twitter a few times.
Yeah, but this is probably my favorite cosplay of the convention.
See, if you can afford an $80 body pillow, you can afford deodorant.
It reminds me of, yeah, it's just a dude, just a masked dude with a friggin' sign that just says that.
But yeah, there was also a Lego setup.
Ah, yes, Lego, the
There.
gasoline of toys.
And what I'm sending you is a couple pictures from that.
Titanic, shouldn't be surprised.
Nice.
Ooh, Twin Towers.
Twin Towers, much respect.
Very.
It's not like, well, it's not like he like drew it being blown up or something. That's really
No,
cool.
no, not at all. I'm just because they're just huge. I mean,
Oh,
these things
no.
are tall.
Yeah, Legos are really, really huge. How they get that stuff done.
But yeah, they usually pop up on just about every convention.
Yeah, there's actually a Lego convention coming here to my neck of the woods, like not in Orlando, but here in Port St. Lucie. It's some kind of builders thing. It's not like an actual convention. It's only one day, which kind of bummed me out because I was trying to convince them to see if they'll get Lee because he did Ninjago.
I
And
know.
these
I
are
mean, I'm
like
not
little
surprised. It's probably just a
dioramas.
toy convention or something.
Beautiful. Yeah, you gotta admire the fact that someone actually put that kind of time and effort into something like this.
Oh yeah, it's always
Yeah,
a
and,
good.
and just because this is the Star Wars ones that they got, along with a few other space stuff.
I gotta say, whenever they try to make heads for some of these characters, like with Yoda, it looks butt ass ugly.
It does.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, they're bricks. They're not meant to be round. But still, I mean, the guy put the time and effort in, so I can't fault him for that. It's
Let's
just
actually the
Lego.
other thing,
Who's like,
Cruiser. We gotta keep in mind whenever I think that's the Lego. No, that's not the. I think no, that's not the Lego Yoda. I've seen my dad actually has a sculpture of Lego Harry Potter made of little Legos, like the little brick figure.
okay.
Yeah, I just find it interesting that you can at least remake the exact thing, which is very cool. What?
Yeah. But yeah, overall, kind of was fun. It usually is every year that I go. A little bummed that I couldn't get the autographs I wanted to get, but it is what it is. Shit happens. Um, I'm still planning on going next year, even though I got the wedding closely after.
Oh yeah.
Do you have an official date for your wedding?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, send it to me, man.
You already know what it is.
I don't.
Oh,
We haven't noted that you didn't give us anything too official yet. Was it like oh yeah, October
well,
15th.
yeah, that's the official October 15th of next year.
That's fine. We wrote it down on the website as October 15th.
Of course we did. Well, of course Evan did.
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't
But
do the website.
but
Wait.
yeah, you got until next year, Cruiser.
To attend the Final Five?
Oh, is it when it's already? I have nothing really to contribute to this, so here's my final five.
Ice Cube.
I guess I could say Ice Cube. It was supposed to be a slug, but I never got the way to get through it. I couldn't draw him any more chins. All right, be sure to tune in next week, everybody, for our D23 episode. I'm gonna get the other ones because they're gonna start whining if I don't do it. So yeah. With that being said, here we go. Cruiser, you can go. Your time begins now.
All right. Still working on my book. I will be going to Everfree Northwest in Seattle on the 22nd. I have looks like 3 concerts lined up in September. One of them with Evan, no less. And still got a plan for Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm going to have a busy September. Plus my panel got approved for both Everfree and Mayor Fair. At Everfree, I'll be with Silverquill discussing the positives of the previous generations of MLP, and at Mayor Fair, I'll have my friend Ro Coley chiming in to talk about Music Marketing 101. Be there or be a trapezoid.
Fuck you. Let me get back at you. I'm stealing my fucking phrase. What the fuck is wrong with you, motherfucker? Okay. All right, let me get this down here. So Jablonski, do it.
All right. My time already started.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So not much in the way of things. I'm gonna be starting to slow down on everything because of school starting back up. The holidays approach, and I got to take care of stuff for that. And along on top of the wedding. So yeah, things are gonna be pretty busy for me. So remember, kids, drink your motherfucking drugs or be a trapezoid.
Shut the fuck. Right. Anyway, next week, as I said, will be our D23 episode. We're going to be looking at what announcements they have there. Hopefully it'll be better than next year, where you can just sum it up as, yup, that's happening. That's still happening. Please excuse me. Get the fuck out of my stream, please. Leave.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell on earth.